I'm Sunny, and this is...
Hi, I'm Amy.
And we are here to give you the first edition of how to take your sheepdog from shabby to chic.
And this is Steve, our demo dog.
Hi, Steve.
Thank you, Steve. Okay, so we're talking feet now.
Now we're talking feet. So I don't know if you want to head this way. I'm going to try to do this quickly so that Christine doesn't totally run out of battery.
That's fine.
I
We're fine.
usually take a slicker. So for feet, even after I've brushed the dog, we're pretending again that I've brushed the whole dog, I will again take out a slicker to just double check that I have all the mats, because finding a mat in a foot is awful. It's just awful. I hate finding mats in feet, especially when I'm trimming, because it makes holes. Again, aesthetic purposes. This is for functional purposes. So
No, but nobody wants their sheepdogs to run around with holes all over them.
no,
so.
not really, not really. So right. So I am starting up here. You can see I'm starting this whole line brushing idea, and I go around and I'm checking for mats. And I'm holding the hair down and pulling up small sections. Can you see that? Mm-hmm. And again, still trying to line brush. So I'm doing a circular motion. I'm, for this purpose, assuming that I've gotten everything in the back, but I do start to pull that in after I've gotten a couple rounds of the front of the pie. Thank you, Steve. I know.
So are kisses normal?
Yes, for a dog who has been appropriately trained
Stay.
on the table. And this is a calming signal because he doesn't really love this. Yeah, if I lick you, will you stop?
Now, what if he was of a different mind and not used to this, and he was more inclined to, you know, growl and be not so nice about it?
That's something that you have to work on with your individual
Then I
dog.
would give him a haircut.
Yeah, I would shave him. We wouldn't be putzing with his feet.
Got it.
So after I've gone through with the slicker, I then go through with the comb and do something similar to what I did. I know. And if he picks up his foot, I usually pick up the other foot so that he can't move it.
Theoretically.
Theoretically. He's of the heavier variety.
Stay. Steve, stop.
And I will fluff up his foot,
No, stay.
and then I will trim. Now, I like to trim slightly angled to the table in a round fashion. This is how you get round feet. Okay? And then I will fluff up. And I ultimately want him to be close to the toes, because the closer you get to the toes when you're trimming, and my scissors are straight up and down, the less dirt that they're going to bring in when they step in mud outside. Again, this is if you're trying to keep your dog long.
So even if you had substantial coat on the legs, lengthwise, you would still do this particular trim roughly at this close to the toes?
Yes. And then I'm just being nitpicky, and I'm looking from the sideway to take some of the little hairs off so that it's straight. The idea, if you're trying to keep a dog long, is you want these legs to look like columns. And to do that, for the toes, I try to realistically take a small amount off. If you're not being picky about the shape, I always start at the bottom if I'm trying to keep a lot of hair, and trim close to around the pad. And then I take some of this other hair off. Okay, I'm gonna put his foot down. So you can see the difference.
Oh, I'm gonna slip. Okay.
Okay, and I'll come here and I'll do some aesthetic trimming, just taking little bits off at a time, because again, I'm trying to get this column look going. And he has cowlicks, so his hair is kind of going in all sorts of different directions here. But I'm just trying to get a rounded foot. It keeps, like I said, it keeps them from bringing in a lot of extra dirt in the house. You can see it's close to his nails. This is my plug for nails being short. It's easier to keep less hair on their feet then, because their nails are closer to the body. It's also better for the dogs.
Amy, you probably have some views on short nails too, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it causes, if your nails are long, it will cause the dog to have premature arthritis in the foot. They should be sitting up on the foot like he is, not like this, down on their feet pasterns, sort of like that, because that's arthritis in the foot. And if you leave nails long, they will get arthritis in their feet. That's what's wrong.
My dog's
Fingernails.
So you can see the difference between the trimmed up foot and the hairy foot. This will be more likely to bring dirt in the house. This is going to be a lot cleaner. They might get dirty, but they're much easier to keep clean when they're shorter as well.